Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I do my hair. So the different products that I use, different tools that I use, and also different methods and tips and things like that. So let's get into it. Let's start with shampoo and conditioner, just the basics. So the brand that I use is OGX, and they have a pretty big line, but the one that I use is the Brazilian Keratin Therapy Ever Straightening. So I just use the set of this shampoo and conditioner, and it's got coconut oil, keratin proteins, avocado oil, cocoa butter. Pretty much it's just supposed to start the straightening process ahead of time, and I think that it does a pretty good job. My hair is pretty soft after I come out of the shower, and it's not tangly or anything. The first thing I use after I'm done washing my hair is L'Oreal Smooth Intense Ultimate Straight Perfecting Balm. So this stuff is pretty much similar to a leave-in conditioner. Well, it's called a leave-in treatment, but pretty much it's like a leave-in conditioner. And it's for frequently straightened or unruly rebellious hair, and I have both. So this stuff is definitely one of my holy grail products. Not only does it protect your hair while you're using heat on it, but it also helps to actually aid in the straightening process. So definitely love this stuff. This is definitely the #1 thing that helps to get my hair straight. And then after I'm done blow drying my hair, I'll use argan oil. This is by the brand Hollywood Beauty. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, maybe in a favorites video or something. But this is just argan oil hair treatment from Morocco. And it's definitely not 100% argan oil. So it'd be interesting to see, because I know there's some brands that are. So one of those might work better. I don't know. But I've been using this one for quite a long time, and I really like it, and it smells really good too. And it definitely, I use it, I guess, similar to a heat protectant, but it's definitely not marketed as such. It's more to it says stop breakage, repair split ends, provide intense conditioning, absorbs instantly. Yeah, so pretty much it's once my hair is dry, I don't want it to get over dried from being flat ironed after all the heat from hair dryers. So that's kind of what I use this stuff for, to help with the flat ironing process. So #1 thing I would definitely recommend is getting a wet brush, or pretty much any kind of hairbrush that says good for wet hair. And the one that I use is by the brand Olivia Garden. This looks like this. And I like that it has this little curved handle here, because it's I don't know, somehow I find it a little bit easier to get different angles and stuff. Especially when my hair is gigantic. But yeah, this stuff, having a wet brush or a detangler definitely helps stop your hair from breaking, and it also helps to get through the knots instead of just ripping your scalp and having it be a painful experience. It's just kind of getting the knots first before you try to do anything else. So I'll use this actually while I'm in the shower to start with. Just first thing I do, I'll get in the shower. Once my hair is wet, I'll comb it out a little bit, just so that the shampoo and the conditioner can get through without any tangles. And then once I'm done washing my hair, I'll also brush it real quick again before I get out of the shower. If you can get it before you start drying your hair, that's always going to be way easier than once you start and you're holding the hair dryer and dying. So the hair dryer that I use is by Revlon. I don't know, it says Iconic. I don't know if that's the style or not. I wish I had the box so I can tell you guys exactly what it was. But pretty much the thing that I love about it is that it has this attachable little tip here. So it's it actually focuses the air on just this one small little sliver instead of just blowing out like this. And this is definitely a huge help when I'm blow drying my hair, because I can focus the heat exactly where I want it instead of just blowing everything all at once and not being able to like see exactly what I'm doing. And the last thing is my straightener. This is by the brand Cortex. And I don't know the exact style of this is either. But yeah, it's by the brand Cortex. It's just like ceramic plates. I believe it's 1 inch. And I've tried other brands of flat irons, and this has definitely been the one that I always come back to. Something about the way they make the plates, it just helps to like hold on to the straightness instead of just staying straight for like 20 minutes and then like getting all frizzy. So I definitely recommend Cortex brand. I've also tried Chi, which I know is a really popular brand, and I actually bought that one as like thinking it was an upgrade to this one because this one had been a couple years old at that point, and I ended up just switching back to this one because I was like, you know what, this one's better, like the other one's just newer. So yeah, definitely recommend this. Everyone's hair is different, so my number one tip is definitely find what works for you, which might not be what works for somebody else, even if they swear by that product or by that tool. Like, it just might not work for your hair, so you really just have to keep experimenting, which is, it can be really frustrating, especially if you spend a decent amount of money on something or a decent amount of time doing something and it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. But yeah, you just gotta stick with it, and eventually you will find like at least some products or tools that you like. My next tip is to avoid towel drying your hair. I would say if you want to towel dry it, to get a specific hair towel, because a regular towel like causes a lot of frizz when you're like rubbing your head like this. So at least a hair towel will like get as much moisture out of your hair in the beginning as possible, so that's definitely a good thing. But I actually use just like a regular old like extra large cotton t-shirt, and I'll dry my hair with this when I come out of the shower, which sounds so random, but it actually helps to like reduce the frizz because you can like rub your head like this and like it doesn't get your hair all like confused. It's definitely not as absorbent as a towel, but it definitely does help to stop a lot of frizz, especially like around your roots and stuff. Speaking of roots, my next tip is that when you're blow drying or when you're flat ironing, to really try to focus on your roots, because if your roots look good, that kind of helps your whole head look better. Or you can just put your hair in a bun or put it in a ponytail, and like, you know, there really is no way to hide your roots unless you're wearing like a headband or a headscarf or something. But yeah, pretty much it's easy to hide if there's like frizz down here, but if there's frizz up here, it's definitely like the first thing that people are going to see. And my last tip is to divide your hair into sections when you're doing it. This will make it a lot less overwhelming, especially if you have a lot of hair like I do. And it'll also help you to be able to focus like on specific pieces and make sure that, you know, each piece is coming out the way you want it to be and looking the same and stuff. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you like it if you did, and comment down below if you try any of these things that I talked about, and let me know how it goes, because I would love to know if I can help even one person. Like, that would definitely make me happy. Oh, make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.